for 10 years. I'm
you were?
back down in Portsmouth right now, yeah. A little closer to home, so
Good.
Works out good. So.
Good afternoon. This is NewHampshireTrackAndField.com, powered by Runner's Alley, coming to you from the Portsmouth Clipper Relays today. Today's broadcast is brought to you by William Verwey Physical Therapy, your running experts. And we are already into our first event, the girls 4x800 relay. The meet record for this event is 9:38.1, set back in 2013 by Co Brown, Northwood Academy. And it looks like leading for the first lap is Bedford. We've seen a lot from Bedford in the first couple of invitationals this season. And we've talked over the weeks about their strength and how they just have an overall really strong track and field team. Good strong first leg by the Bedford squad.
Coming down the final stretch now, it's the first leg of the girls 4x8. We've got a pretty tight race at this time. Got Bedford in the lead.
Yeah, it looks pretty tight. We got Bedford, Bishop Girton,
First by Bishop Girton.
Portsmouth, Winnicott,
Third, followed by Winnicott in fourth.
Merrimack, Wyndham, and Co Brown.
Unofficially, it's about a 2:27 first 800.
No.
So that first 800 was about 2:27 pace. They're looking good. Bedford starting to extend the lead a little bit.
Dover and Portsmouth in chase, Winnicott in fourth, and it's like Merrimack in fifth. Wyndham.
Be nice if this comes down to Bishop Girton and Bedford in the end, maybe a Salis and
Fisher and Salis.
Yeah, that would be a good battle.
That would be a very good battle. So I'd just like to point out that today's meet is a little bit non-traditional in terms of the order of events. Everything today is run as a relay. There are no individual events. And we get to see some events, Jimmy, that we don't normally get to see, like the shuttle hurdles, the sprint medley relay, the steeplechase relay, which could be one of the only in the country. Some really signature events that Clipper Relay offers New Hampshire Track and Field.
Yeah, there's nothing better than steeplechase. I think that's the best running event in track and field.
Looks like it is shaping up to be Bedford and Bishop Girton.
This would be a good showdown if it stays like this.
Leah Salis coming off of her win at the Penn Relays, that mile.
Yeah, Leah Salis and Fisher, that would be unbelievable. Fisher's having a great season.
Yeah,
she's looking really good. The times I've seen her, she's run pretty much unchallenged, so that would be nice to see how good the freshman goes up against the senior.
Yeah. And we saw her at the Black Bear Invitational, and she pretty much dominated everybody in that race.
Bishop Girton's closing now. He's got a very, very tight race.
Oh.
Yep, Girton's just taking the lead now. So this is going to make for the third leg.
Yep.
4:57.
So this will be an important leg for Bedford just to stay close enough to give their Penn Relay champion a chance to run after Carolyn Fisher.
This perhaps could be the race of the day right here.
Yeah.
In the first event. You know, two marquee girls are looking to be coming up next.
Possible we might see them again in the distance medley because there is a chance there for them to run their strength events again. But what a way to start this meet, to open it up with two outstanding 4x8 relay teams. And it really is, it's become a two-team race. It looks like Winnicott and Milford are quite a bit behind, almost 80 meters behind the leaders. So the other events today do include distance medley. We have shuttle hurdles, 4x1, the Clipper steeplechase, a 4x2, and a 4x4. And then to close out the meet, we have a couple of special events. The Buffalo Relay, which is a 4x1 relay where your athletes all need to be 200 pounds or greater. So that's basically our throwers. And then there's a chicken dance, which is supposedly the girls' equivalent to the Buffalo Relay, but they do let the boys on the field for the chicken dance too. Now this meet used to be a 2-day event. They used to do the girls and boys separately, but I'm pretty sure 6 or 7 years ago they combined to do both in one night.
Back 30 years ago when I was running here, this used to be cinder tracks. I swear to God, I followed all the bad tracks in the state of New Hampshire.
My freshman year in high school, I ran here on the cinder track and the relays for
Yeah.
1 year.
So if you could run 4:30 on a cinder tracks, you were something
doing
special.
Pretty good.
All right, coming down the final stretch, this is going to be the end of our third leg. We definitely have.
So this is a battle right here. Bishop Girton and Bedford.
Bedford surging to the lead right now with Girton hanging tight. We have a couple very strong relay anchor legs coming up
That's
ahead.
Caroline Fisher and
Oh,
Lady
this is going to
Salas.
be a good one right
This will be
here.
a good one.
Guys standing in front of the time. I couldn't see
Yeah.
what they were.
30, 32, 7:32.
Yeah.
So
So they're on about 30 pace, is that right?
if you're Carolyn Fisher and you're chasing the Penn
This is
Relays
unbelievable.
champion, what is going through your head right now?
I'll tell you what.
Keep it close?
Just close that gap up and ride her, because I think they're equal as far as kick goes. But Fisher, she looks so strong. But you know, Salas is just she's just tough. She's going to be really happy coming off the Penn win. But this would be something if Fisher can hold her own with her.
Yeah. And she has closed that gap about half the distance she had when she took the baton.
I'd be
so
riding right up on her shoulder. She can do it.
Well, they're not slowing down. They're
No.
moving.
Everybody,
They're moving.
If you're out there and you're a track fan, you got to be watching this.
So we got one lap to
One lap
go.
to go in the girls 4x8. It's Bedford in the lead, followed by Bishop Girton.
Salas has about a 2-meter lead on Carolyn Fisher right now.
Believe it or not, she needs to be a little closer.
Yeah.
She needs to be right on her heels, clicking her heels. She's starting to open up a little bit. As you look, she's going forward. Salas and
Yep.
Fisher is starting to
Fade a little bit.
fade just a little bit, but you can't count her out. She's tough as nails.
Conditions today just about perfect for a race.
Yeah, nice.
No wind. Nice temperature for running.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
The
Salas
ocean.
has almost tripled that
Yep.
gap she's had now.
This is Bedford stretching out now. Again, our meet record is
9:38.
9:38.1. It's within reach.
So she's gonna
Our time now is 9.
should have to close in about 16 seconds. So definitely in range.
She's gonna get it.
Let's cheer her on. Maybe we can get a meet record out of this.
She's gonna get it.
Looking really smooth.
Really like. Oh, she's just gonna miss it, just by a little bit. Good effort though.
9:41. Great time for for Bedford.
Bedford in the lead wins. Bishop Girton in second.
Bishop Girton 9:47. Good time for them too.
Yep. She closed in about 2:08, 2:09 on that one.
Wow.
This is the first and second call for the boys pole vault. First and second call for the
So
boys
Merrimack-
pole vault. Please check in at this time.
That looks like third.
That Merrimack and Wyndham.
Yeah. No, Merrimack and Merrimack Valley actually.
Oh, Merrimack Valley.
Merrimack
Yeah, you
in
don't-
third, Merrimack Valley in fourth.
Don't get to see them racing each
And
other many
This is
times.
Winnicott, heading for the line in fifth.
And that looks like that's going to be Nashua North in sixth. Brown making a late move, but just a little bit too late.
Yeah, that was a great race. I think if Fisher could have just closed the gap, got right up on her, she would have, stayed in the fight a little bit
Yeah.
longer. I think maybe things could have
Stay
been a
in her
little
wake,
tighter.
in her wake just a little bit longer. So next up on the track will be the boys 4x8. This record, 8:05 by Pinkerton, and they set that in 2012. Also in the field is Winnicunnet, Nashua South, Co-Brown, Exeter, St. Thomas, Merrimack, Nashua North, Pinkerton, the meet record holders, Goffstown, Manchester Memorial, Bedford, Merrimack Valley, Portsmouth, Kingswood, Dover, and Wyndham.
Okay, please. I thought we already announced that once, didn't we?
Yeah, and then they asked to announce it again.
Okay, this is another call for the girls' discus second flight. We need all of the second flight participants to check into this time. Girls' discus, second flight. Next up on the track will be the 4x8 for the boys.
That's what I'm here for.
We also want to take a moment to announce that the New Hampshire trackandfield.com is recording the entire relay today. It's not live today, but it will be uploaded to their site, so you can go and find your event. And in that vein, the winning teams, in this case Bedford girls, we'd like you to report to the New Hampshire trackandfield.com tent. It's the red tent just outside of the finish line, and for an interview. So all of the winning teams will have you go to the tent and be interviewed by New Hampshire trackandfield.com. New Hampshire trackandfield.com it's a great addition to our track and field community.
Waiting for the
giving you a
boys
lot
to
of
get
a
onto
great
the
way of being able to check in on your
starting on the
athletes
track.
and
We'll
their
notice that they're doing that barrel start again.
videos. So we definitely want you to support them. They do have T-shirts for sale today under the tent as well, and all the proceeds will go to support the site. Again, next up on the event is the boys 4x8. The record for the boys 4x8 is 8:05.2. That was set by Pinkerton in 2012.
Any fear of that being broken? That's flying, huh?
Yeah. The girls, that was a good race. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is flying for this time of year. By the end of the year, there'll be some teams out of that.
Yeah. Heavy stretched out muscles and stuff with this.
Yeah, probably Pinkerton would have it. They'd probably be the top
Should be good now. Yeah, so. All right, let me go and catch my kid.
What's he doing today?
He's doing the 4x8.
What leg is he?
I have no idea. So he wasn't going to come 2 weeks before.
So the top times coming into this are Bedford and Pinkerton, both 8:20.
He goes, I'm on our own track. I go, okay. So he goes off the track. He's about 2.5 weeks into it. He comes home one day. He goes,
Also Nashua North, 8:33.
just hurry up and wait. You do your
Portsmouth,
best.
8:33.
Nancy, you're down at the clerking station.
Wyndham, 8:45.
You called the distance medley relay.
And we're ready to start the boys.
Run track.
Nancy, I'm about to do that now. It's about 15 minutes to
Worked it
go.
out, and he's doing both.
Thank you. Bye now. Be good.
Okay, at this time, we're going to make our first call for the distance.
I'll talk to you
medley.
later.
All participants in the distance medley, please check in with the clerk, of course. First call for the distance medley. The distance medley is scheduled to go off at 4:45. Again, on the track now is the first leg of the boys 4x8.
So we got the boys 4x8. Again, that meet record of 8:05. Probably not going to be touched today. The top seed coming in at 8:20. Excuse me.
I would say Nashua North. They've got some pretty good runners this year. They're gonna probably post a pretty good time, but 8:05 that's pretty decent. That's David Vorbash out in front right now from Nashua North. He's been having a really terrific season. He had a great cross-country season.
Yep.
And he looks pretty strong. Usually you see him in the mile, 2 mile. He likes to run from the front. Tries to separate himself from the pack, as he's doing right now. Pinkerton's starting to move up into contention. We'll see what their split's going to be here.
All right, it looks like another exciting start to this boys 4x8. It's Pinkerton right now coming up strong on Nashua North. It's Pinkerton going to the lead.
Pinkerton, yep, taking that
Followed
lead.
by Nashua North heading to the end of the first leg of the 4x8.
So Pinkerton's just got a slew of middle and long distance runners on their
It came
squad.
through in 2 flat.
Yep.
Unofficially, it's just over 2 minutes.
So that would actually be under the meet record. Let's see if they can hold that. So this one is like the girls' race, kind of turning into a 2-team race at this point. Well, the Portsmouth second leg's making a strong move right here to try to get back up to that lead pack. They've made up a lot of distance in that first 200 meters. Hope he realizes this is an 800, not a 400.
Yeah, sometimes the excitement, the home crowd excitement
Gets
gets
you.
you back in it, but he's doing good.
Yeah, he's pulled right up to the leader.
Yeah. He looks good, and we'll see what he's got. And Portsmouth pulls to the lead.
Pulling right. He's going to take the lead.
Going to the
Okay.
lead with 1 lap to go. The Portsmouth runner covered a lot of ground to pull into the lead. Portsmouth followed by Pinkerton and Nashua North. With
Kingswood.
less than a lap to go in the second leg of
Kingswood
the
sitting in
4x8.
4th, and looks like Bedford in 5th. So Bedford actually had one of the top seed times along with the Pinkerton team.
I think the piano might have just dropped on his back.
Yeah, that cement bag gets pretty heavy after a
don't
while
know,
when you
but
carry it.
you never know.
Yeah. That was a great effort, though, to close and take the lead in that first lap.
If he could just,
Just
catch
hold on. Just,
catch the
yeah.
wave of the Pinkerton Nashua North runner that's about
Yep.
to go by him. If you can just hold on and keep it close,
Yep.
Portsmouth still got some runners left.
They do. But the halfway point is going to be, that is a
All right,
long
this is
straightaway when your
this
legs
is
are
the
that
second
heavy.
leg. It's Pinkerton followed by Nashua North pulling up on Pinkerton. Portsmouth, who had made up a
So,
lot of ground.
North
picking
and
up the
Pinkerton
third place right now. There's Nashua
battling
North
it out.
Going into the lead. Again, this is the end of the second leg.
And they're at 2:07 at the half, Nashua
Yep.
North.
So they're going through at about 4:18 pace, 8:18 pace, which is about their seed time. So they're definitely staying well within their abilities. Like Kingswood
Max,
hanging in there for 4th right now.
that's Max Ireland for Nashua North. He looks good. He's got a really good form. He's got really good form, and he's put up some good times this year. He put a 9:48 up on the board for a 2 mile as a junior, so he's starting to come on really good this season.
Would you do second call?
But now it's definitely a 2-man
Yeah.
race.
Yeah, they're
This
putting
is
some
the second
distance
call for
between
the
them and
distance
Portsmouth.
medley relay. Second call. All participants for the distance medley should be checking in at this time.
One lap to go in this third leg. It's at about a 5:10. Nashua North opening up a little bit of a lead on Pinkerton. About 3 seconds up on Pinkerton right now. Just stay comfortable and try to finish this 800.
Yeah.
It's a grueling event, though. Like you saw that Portsmouth runner going out on the first leg and really struggling with that last 200.
This is going to be a good matchup. So if Pinkerton can keep it close, it's going to be it's going to come right down to the wire. Nashua North's closing with probably their strongest half miler, and so is Pinkerton. So it should be good.
All right, coming down the final stretch now. This is Nashua North leading Pinkerton Academy going into the
These
anchor
two
lane.
teams have been pretty much the
So
best
North
teams
is,
in Division
extending a
1
little
for
bit
the
of that
last
lead.
several years.
Again,
North and
with
Pinkerton.
2 laps to go. It's Nashua North followed by Pinkerton Academy. This is Portsmouth in third. There's some
So
hot pursuit
Pinkerton's got about a
behind them.
5-second gap to make up right now.
I think he'll close the gap, but I'm not so sure he's going to get it all back.
Yeah.
We'll see. 2 equal runners.
Still basically even. Not a lot of movement between the two. If he's going to get some back, he's got to try and get some
He's gotten
of it in this first lap.
Yep, he's got 1 second back so far. So he's looking good. National North looks like he might be struggling a little bit. Digging down deep.
Start to see those hands roll over the top.
He's got 2 seconds back, so he's already close 2 seconds. So he's only 3 seconds back right now.
And with 1 lap to go, it's still Nashua North in the lead. Followed by
3.5
Pinkerton Academy.
seconds.
Yep.
Looks like we have a titan battle for a 3rd place.
So now's where Pinkerton needs to use that other team and just sprint by him.
4th, I think. Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, it looks like Goffstown is in 3rd. Bedford in 4th, Portsmouth in 5th, and
That's
Kingswood just
Bedford
squeezed
right
into
now in
6th
3rd
now.
place with Portsmouth in hot pursuit. Looks like we're going to have a battle for 3rd and 4th place.
Or that could be, it could be that Goffstown got lapped. I'm not sure whether they're in
And
3rd or
it's
getting
coming down our
lapped.
final stretch now. Nashua North pulling away for this win.
National North
Yeah,
looks
Nashua North really opening up.
good. Yeah, they're going to run a good time.
This is Pinkerton
So
Academy
that
coming
meat
in
record will
second.
not
If
be
you can
broken.
focus your attention, down the final stretch here is Portsmouth
But,
that just pulled ahead.
8:14 unofficially for
Bedford.
Pinkerton.
Portsmouth is closing
Excuse me,
strong
Nashua
on
North.
3rd place.
Pinkerton going to be about 8:21. And it looks like
This is
Portsmouth will get
at
3rd.
About 8:28 in 3rd, followed by
Bedford
in 4th.
4th, Kingswood in 5th.
Kingswood followed by
And nope, they're not finishing.
Winnicott.
Winnicott, yeah. Winnicott will round out the top 6.
This is the 3rd and final call for the distance medley relay. 3rd and final call for the distance medley.
Well, it's probably 2 of the best teams, 4x8s in the state. I'm sure Keene and Coe-Brown can probably put together a pretty good team also. But right now, I think that's the fastest time yet this year.
And some teams are having a little bit of a dilemma. Do you load up your 4x8 or do you load up your DMR? Because the DMR is the next event on the track.
Yeah, so the bigger schools like Pinkerton, I mean,
They can do both.
right,
relays,
they've got
right?
runners. And National North does too. I mean, National
Right.
North's got some really good runners this year. I mean, they're 2 of the top cross-country teams in the state this year. So if you've got an abundance of runners, I'm sure they aren't going to double back on the DMR, but
Yeah, that'd be quite challenging to,
you know,
to
I
run
think
both.
yeah, I think Vorback could do it. You know, he ran the early leg and he's tough enough.
Yeah.
You're asking me?
And if you could do it, you'd hope to run opening leg for the 4x8 and then close the DMR with the 1600. That
Right.
would give you the most amount of recovery.
Yeah, and Vorback, he's that much better than everybody else that he could come back and do it if that's what National North's looking to do.
Right.
And they still have they have a freshman this year, just ran 10:08 the other day. Kid I used to run with my son, Rory Curran, Joseph Curran. And, you know, for his first year run a 10:08 for the 2 miles, first time he's ever, run it. I think that's a pretty good accomplishment.